wonderful start. Sukahara in pike position from Vandeleur. Vandeleur gold medalist in the uneven bars, but second tumble, 2.5 twist punch front. Not sure if that's supposed to be a straight full twist or difficulty to tell, but still now it's a really good start from Vandeleur. Oh, the third tumble going well. She's onto something big here, Vandeleur. If she can finish in style, definitely a new leader. And perhaps another victory for her in Marseille. Here now, the dismount. Oh, triple twist going very well from Vandeleur, and well, that was an extraordinary performance from a gymnast that really is looking on to a bright future, Verona Vandeleur. The third starter here in the floor exercise final, being followed now by Susanne Harm, her fellow teammate. That is an interesting start from Harm, but she wouldn't be able to harm Vandeleur. Well, there will be deductions for that dismount, but otherwise nothing major. 9.325 for Verona Vandeleur, and she takes the lead by well, 2.5 tenths. There's the score for Pavlova, 9.088, 9.325 for Vandeleur, as Susanne Harm getting now the crowd support. We saw her having problems with an elbow earlier, but seems to be alright now. Let's hope she can perform at her best now here in Marseille. Well, so far keeping the rhythm, and the tumbles perform neatly. Well, solid performance from Susanne Harm. She is still looking for a bit higher difficulty level, but perhaps here looking for international routine, and I think she did a good job here in the floor final. Won't be able to threaten teammate Vandeleur, but might be able to beat Kovalyova 9.038, or if the judges are generous, perhaps Pavlova with that 9.088. Still having problems with her elbow, Suzanne, and at least she's taken care of now of by the doctor here in Marseille. Rona Vandeleur score 9.325, and then teammate Susanne Harm receiving 9.0. She is in last position at the moment. Interesting starter. Danielle Hippolytou now in her favorite apparatus. What can she do here in floor? Great start. Look at that landing after the double layout. Sticking the landing like was the easiest of tasks. Danielle Hippolytou. Double mini Kelly. Bit under rotated. At least she fell back there, and she did good to save that, Danielle Hippolytou. And now interesting to see the rest of the routine, because the start has been extraordinary compared to what we've seen here today. Two and a half twist punch front. Real great work now from Hippolytou. The dismount. Well, triple twist, and once again not quite finished as she hits the landing, but that doesn't matter, because this was something extra from the Brazilian. Very interesting to see the score after this from Danielle Hippolytou, and very interesting to see if the strong Romanians can do anything about this Brazilian. Of course, coaches being very happy with her. We'll take a look at the replay, but the first three tumbles extraordinary from Hippolytou, with that first double layout being the most spectacular so far. Well, enormous work from Hippolytou. Waiting for the score. Nervous. Anxious, of course. 9.0 there for Harm. the first threat. The 6th starter out of 7 in the floor final. Silvia Strescu now representing Romania. She too starting with double layout, but not as good as the one we saw from Hippolito. And at the same time we get the score 9.588. The Romanians really has to perform at their absolute best if they're to beat Hippolito. Two and a half twist punch front. That was well performed from Strescu. I really think that that first tumble costed her too much. Don't think she's able to go for gold, but a great dismount here might put her into second. Double piked to finish. Well, once again a gymnast giving the crowd something to cheer about, because it is a dynamic and powerful routine from Silvia Strescu. But I don't think it's enough to beat Hippolito. The question, is it enough to beat Verona Vandeleur? Just that first tumble, that double layout, I think there is differences both in technical performance and in the landing, both in favor of Daniel Hippolito. Well, the judges have had their say, and 9.288 is only enough for third position. There's the score for Hippolito, 9.525. Extraordinary from the Brazilian. But if anyone would have been able to beat her, it is this last finalist, Andrea Raducan. We all know that she enjoys the floor. A few huge international successes in the apparatus, and well, I'm sure that Daniel Hippolito is a bit nervous. She looks up onto the podium, and Andrea Raducan now. It's all up to this performance. Good start. No major deductions there. There is technical error in my point of view. She's not quite finished with the twist as she hits the landing, and the landing is a bit low. It's these kind of small errors that will separate first from second. There's a jump in the landing. Finishing with a double piked. Well, thumbs up from Raducan, but that isn't enough. That isn't enough. Daniel Hippolito takes the final victory here in Marseille ahead of Raducan and Vandeleur. Thank you very much for watching us here from France and Marseille.